What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Coinbros, your guide through the greatest industry on this little rock spinning through the universe in the simulation that we just got lucky enough to be in together. And I'm glad you're here with me. It is April 10th. It is Friday. I hope you guys have a good weekend. And like every day, there's always a bunch of news, right? There's always things going down, and it seems to be all about the war. And I hate to only talk about war stuff all the time, but that's what's happening in the world, and it affects markets. So today, we're going to talk about Bitcoin. It's at 71K. I'll always talk about Bitcoin. It's the king a little bit. Iran, what a surprise. The ceasefire on day 3 or 4, whatever it is, it's already been breached. They're still attacking each other, right? We will talk about that and how that's affecting the price of crypto. And there's actually some other kind of interesting stuff. We're going to talk about quantum computing a little bit in one of the stories and security. One of the main things in crypto that everyone's always kind of talked about is Bitcoin could be hacked one day, or crypto could be hacked with quantum computers, right? Whatever. And I mean, with AI and everything and the new Claude thing coming out, it's almost like it's getting a little bit scary. Like maybe one day things could get hacked. So we're going to talk about cybersecurity and something that happened with, hold on, someone's calling me, with a development in that to protect us from getting hacked by some crazy alien computer. So we're going to talk about that too. First off, Bitcoin holding 71K. And I keep saying this, everything in the kitchen sink is being thrown at Bitcoin right now. On top of it being a bear market, you have the war, you have just things on a macro level, and Bitcoin traditionally has always gotten hit really hard, and it is holding the 70K line very strong, and it's actually one of the indicators. So we don't want to go below like 68, right? That's what I'm just telling you what I've read from the experts, and so we want to hopefully stay in the 70K range, and we've been holding pretty strong through a bunch of nonsense. So that's good. We got Bitcoin still, even with the ceasefire, there's still being some attacks and stuff, and it's up in the air. It's like it's still holding, right? So that's actually pretty good. What else we got here? Let's scroll down. So I'll read a little bit to you guys. 48 hours. 3 clauses have already been breached. Oil's rebounding. Missiles still launching. Iran's finger still on the trigger. The ceasefire is real, but it's being tested immediately. So it didn't even take like 2 days, man. Like it's a bunch of it's like little kids fighting. It's like, yeah, we're good. We're not gonna like brothers. We're not gonna punch each other anymore. And you turn around for 2 seconds and they start cracking each other in the head. I know, because I got a bunch of brothers. It's what it feels like. And you cannot trust any headlines. It's like everything you hear on the news and this and that. It's just like you got to take it with a grain of salt, because it's ridiculous. It's like every single day, it's like good news, bad news, good news, bad news, good news, bad news. Market just doing this. Boop, 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 boop. It's almost like clockwork. Like every day that I say something positive, the next day there's some negative stuff, and then there's going to be something positive. So today is one of those days where it's a little negative, right? So the ceasefire has been breached. We'll continue reading. The actual talks begin in Islamabad. I hope I'm saying that right. Everything that happened before was positioning. BTC's holding 70K, and its target is 74K. That's what we'd like to break to head up to like that 80K range. So, wishful thinking. We'll see what happens. This weekend is the real test for the ceasefire. That's what this is saying. The weekend's here. Let's see where we're at on Monday, but I'm going to give you guys videos on Saturday, Sunday too, man. I do this every day. I don't care. A lot of these YouTube guys, I know, views and all that, like we're starting to pick up, but I can guarantee you this. I'm going to be here every single day giving you guys the updates. Consistent, baby. If nothing else. All right. Let's move on to something a little more fun to talk about. We will keep an eye on the war stuff, of course. We're going to talk about quantum computing, which I don't fully understand. So basically, the one of the narratives has always been Bitcoin can be hacked. It's a code, right? And it's true. It's any code can be eventually hacked if, there's a powerful enough computer, because you're basically solving problems, right? And if a computer can solve on a quantum level, well, maybe there's a way to exploit things, right? So what they're trying to do is get ahead of it, right? You always want to try to get ahead of anything that could come. It's like a battle, right? The hackers are always trying to outbeat the people that are the security. And with quantum computing, which sounds pretty we're not too far off with AI and the way everything's going, that's definitely a concern, right? You got to worry about stuff like that, because if it's a possibility, you got to worry about it. It is something that could happen at some point. So Algo is up 50% on quantum narratives. So Google paper validates post-quantum crypto. it's kind of a big thing that like we're trying to like look out into the future on. It's like, okay, crypto is all code, right? It's all numbers and it's all digital. So you do have to worry about security constantly in this industry, whether it be your wallet being hacked. It's like there's always a way to get into your crypto and just take it, right? And imagine if there was a way to hack Bitcoin, what that would do, right? Like this is like some doomsday stuff, but it is a possibility, right? If you don't get ahead of it and you don't have the right security leading into the new computer age where we have AI and things are exponential and technology is just exploding right now. It's a strange time in the world and you got to be ahead of it, right? So like the company that does figure it out, which looks like Algo is on the right path, that's a multi-billion dollar, maybe $1 trillion sector. So let's read this. Algo is up 50% in a month. During extreme fear, during war, when Bitcoin is grinding at 66 to 68 to 70, Algo was doubling down, right? The catalyst is Google's quantum AI lab validated Algo's post-quantum cryptography. So it's post-quantum. So they're saying we have the cryptography that can keep this safe post-quantum, whenever that comes, right? A real narrative, a real paper, a real technology advantage. This is what token-specific alpha looks like. And it's kind of surprising it's only up 50%, right? Because that's a pretty big deal. And yeah, I mean, that's if they actually are figuring it out, that's pretty massive, right? We need that. We need people doing these types of things to make sure we're all safe, right? A catalyst that doesn't depend on the macro. It doesn't depend on the war. It doesn't depend on the Fed. Just technology meeting timing. The quantum narrative is early, and Algo is the first token to price it. So Algo might be something to look at if they actually got, and I guess there's actual papers saying that they have technology they're working on to protect Bitcoin, and if it protects Bitcoin, it's protect. It's like a tree, right? It goes all the way down the branches, and it's good for the entire industry to have security, because that's one of the things when you're in this space. If you've been here a long time, I'm sure a lot of people that are watching this, we've been around for a long time. You probably know your security and you understand the value of keeping your things safe and understanding how it works. But if you're new and maybe you just found this channel, like one of the things I'm always going to preach to people, and I will do videos helping with security, because every single cycle, and even people that that have been around as long as me have been hacked like this past cycle, that know what they're doing. All it takes is one mess up, one slip up, being lazy, complacent, and you can lose everything. And one of my best friends, that happened to him this last cycle. It had nothing to do with crypto. He got on his computer. He was trying to download some music software and he was just careless. And he downloaded a corrupted file. They got into his computer, wiped the whole thing out. Like his NFT, like down to like garbage coins that weren't worth anything. Everything was taken. And in a matter of like 2 seconds. So even if you catch it, it's too late. And it's always from you doing something wrong. They can't get into your computer unless you give them access, right? And they have all kinds of tricks to get in there, and they're pretty convincing a lot of times. So security on this channel will always be pushed fully, because I hate seeing people get hacked or lose everything, and it happens every cycle to the best of us. But I've been here for 10, 12 years. I've never been hacked, because I am very, very adamant about making sure that I do things right, at least on the security front. And most of the times that just means keep your stuff in a hardware wallet offline, right? And just don't mess with it. Keep it offline, and we will do some like dedicated videos on that, 100%, probably a bunch, because I don't ever want anybody getting wrecked. It's like the worst thing ever. That's it, guys. That's the wrap up for the day. Be nice to each other. Have a great weekend. The weather's great out here in Vegas, and as always, like, subscribe if you like what we're doing here. I'm gonna keep bringing you guys the daily updates and much more. Be nice to each other. Peace.